don't know what I saw that.
Oh, what the fuck?
What is that?
I don't know. A bug just fell on me.
Stop. Is it a spider? Because if it is, I'm leaving.
I don't know what.
Oh.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
Goodbye, bug.
Anyways, before we were really interrupted by this fucking black ass bug.
Extremely rude.
Welcome back, you guys. This is your girl Karina
and Melanie.
We're back.
What's up, y'all?
We're more chisme.
Andale. No, for real, it's getting a juice.
Yeah, I was giving Melanie a little preview of what the fuck we're gonna talk about today because honestly, a lot of y'all got me fucked up, and by a lot of y'all, I mean y'all women. Oh,
you fake ass bitches.
Hell yeah, that part. Bitch. Okay. So first things first, let's do a little boring intro. How was your day?
What about y'all? I guess.
Yeah, hurry up.
¿Qué más?
Okay, we're not here to listen to you. Anyways.
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck whoever was that about. Like, bro, we actually don't give a shit.
That part. No.
Have your own podcast. That.
No, but how was your day though? Did you work today?
Yeah, I did. I was training people today and it was honestly boring.
Lame. Training is always kind of frustrating sometimes.
It's just because they know what they're doing. And I'm just standing there like all day. I just stood there.
Well, I mean, I get it. Yeah, it could be a little annoying.
It's but just like, bro.
Like, fuck it. Free money, I guess.
It is free money, but at the cost, like, out of my mental thing, because, like, I can't even talk to him. One of them, oh, bro, he was calling me fat. Yes.
Bitch.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, sometimes
what is his at? At him right now. No.
Viejito. No. El viejito in the corner.
The old one.
I swear.
What race?
No sé, era como indio,
okay.
or something.
I was like, if you were about to say Mexicanos, I was like, man,
me lo he hecho la madre. Digo, me la pelas, güey. Nah. No.
Kiss my ass. No.
That part. I know you hear this shit. If you don't, I'm gonna put it in the background. You know I'm talking about you.
Hell nah.
No, bro, because like at first he was like, you got a boyfriend or something? I was like, yes, boy, he back there. Don't even try me. He was like, oh, okay. Are you guys planning on getting married? And I was like, that's a little personal. Ain't no your business, but hopefully we'll go ahead and see. Mm-hmm. And he was like, damn, are you trying to have kids? And I was like, I don't like where this fucking conversation's going.
That's a very strong first conversation.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm like, bro, I just firstly met you.
Yeah.
I'm like, who you trying to set me up with, first of all?
I would have been like, yeah, we already married. We got about like 5 kids.
Yeah.
Why? You want one?
Nah. You gonna take care of one?
Right?
No.
You trying to be my sugar daddy or qué pedo? No.
Working there, he ain't being no one's sugar daddy.
Damn.
Not a sugar daddy. You can be a regular daddy, but not sugar. You ain't giving that money.
Not even. Can't even afford kids. He can't even be no play daddy.
Oh, that Damn. Part. No, but then he was like, oh, are you working out for you to have kids? And I was like, well, I'm not planning on having them anytime soon. Like, I still got a few years on me. Lord bless me up. He's gonna go ahead and hook it up until later.
Right.
He was like, yeah, because you need to. And he kept on doing this motion. And I was like, are you trying to say I'm squared? First of all, fuck you. Because I got a big t-shirt on. Okay? Yeah. And I'm like, and you don't know me. You can't just be like squaring me up, like hand motions.
Yeah.
Like,
you trying to box or
for
get
real,
you now?
Like, you trying to do the whole thing. Like, what? I'm going to turn mine into fists. Hold on. Like, what are you trying to say?
No, see.
And I was like, well, I thank you for your concerns, my good sir. But like, whenever I decide to have kids, I'll make you the godfather. So give me the money.
No, for real. That's crazy.
But yeah, that's how my day was.
Interesting.
How was your day?
Not as interesting as yours.
Yeah. Nobody called you out. That's
Nobody
good.
called me fat. No.
Good. Good, bro. No, fucking beat the ass if they try.
It was a Monday, a very hardcore Monday. Like my computer. I was like an hour in and a half, and the motherfucker was still waking up, and it's just like, bruh. But it's just a lot of internet issues, so it's just like...
It said, I'm not in it for today.
And the type of work that I do, I have to have a lot of tabs on the internet open at the same time. So it's like, it wasn't as fast as I'm used to, as I would have liked to. Mm-hmm. So it just frustrated me a little bit. But overall, it was okay. Like, it was a really slow day for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I was the only one that was able to do anything. Actually, everybody else, like,
The computer wasn't working.
Like, no, they didn't close anything, like sales. So it was a busy day, just no sales day. It was just a lot of just customers, a lot of communications, a lot of talking, a lot of just questions with customers and stuff, but no actual sales. So that's what kind of sucks a little bit.
Yeah.
But overall, it really went pretty fast for me.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's always a good thing.
Yeah. So I'm excited because I'm off tomorrow.
Hey, that part.
And I'm more excited because tomorrow I have a consult for my tattoo that I'm getting.
Bitch. Oh, yeah. I'm excited for you. The big Haiti?
Haiti. So yeah. I was supposed to get it this past Tuesday. But I mean, not past Tuesday, this past Saturday. Pero shit happened. Long story short, I asked for my money back because I paid for half of the tattoo because that's what was required. Mm-hmm. So I follow by the rules.
Right.
And it really wasn't. At the end of the day, I have nothing shitty to say about this artist. I believe her work is really great. Mm-hmm. That's one of the reasons why I went towards her. Mm-hmm. And I'm a girl's girl. Mm-hmm. So I'm always going to support the girlies. Right. I will support the girlies that do tattoos, that do everything. Because why not? Especially if you're Latina, you know? She's Mexican in the South Side. Of course I'm going to support you. Exactly. And it's somebody that she's sisters with somebody that I'm associated with to a certain extent, I guess you can say. I wouldn't call me friends, us friends. Mm-hmm. But
she's a friend of a friend.
She's her sister, yeah. Okay. So I just didn't like things where the communication from the artist wasn't there to my professional liking.
That part.
She did have a lot of life things going on. That's not the reason why I canceled. That's not the reason why I asked for a refund. I understand that life happens. Right. I understand that you have family members situations going on. And I'm 100%. I'm okay with that. She did give me an option to a refund or to reschedule. Mm-hmm. And I was actually very open to reschedule with her. Yeah. Hence, because I really liked her work. Like, I really, really like her work. And I like the way she would do color tattoos. Like, that's my thing, because the tattoo that I want right now is going to be all color. Right. You know? So it's like, I wanted to make sure that I was going to get with somebody that's going to be able to make the blue and the red stand up, because those are both strong colors. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, so I did my research. I've been wanting to get a tattoo for a minute. That's what I ended up with. And just the lack of communication, the lack of information that I was asking for her, it was just
not there.
It just wasn't for me. So at the end, I kept giving her chances to show me this tattoo that she had supposedly already have drawn. And I say supposedly because until this day, I never seen it. I asked her about 4 to 5 times, different times, not different days. I mean, not the same day, different times of the day, different days of the week. And every time I would ask for a picture, it was like she would just stop responding. So when I gave her one more chance, I was like, you know what? No. I don't even want to see a tattoo anymore. I just want my money back at this point. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, because that's the thing, though. Like, they can't go ahead and send you a picture of it because of the fact that you can take that picture and give it to someone else and be like, oh, give it to me cheaper.
No, that is true. Yeah. Like, I do understand that, and I can respect that. Right. But the thing is, like, I have been, like, I was already set with her. I already have paid half of the tattoo. Yeah, that's crazy I wasn't gonna dip off and go somewhere else to get it cheaper when I already paid half of the tattoo. Right. We booked the date. We booked the time. She told me to send a deposit in 2 separate amounts, which I did. Mm-hmm. Well, the first one was 50. The second one was 125. The first one, obviously she told me. The second one, she would be like, okay, on this day, I'm going to need the 125. I didn't even wait for her to call me. I didn't wait for her to text me. I just sent it. Right. And I was like, sent the rest of the money. And she was like, okay, cool. And I was like, okay, so we're scheduled for this time at this day. She was like, yes, ma'am. A week went by and I was like, hey, just a quick question. Because the type of piece that I want is going to be more of an original piece. Right. You can't really go online and look that up. Right. So I had asked her if there was a chance. This is the thing. I asked, was I gonna be able to see the tattoo a couple of days before, just in case I don't like something about it, just in case I want
So
you to
alternate
tweak it.
it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that.
okay.
And she said yes.
Okay. I got you.
We had 3 weeks left. She said yes, and I said okay, cool. So I left it like that. I wasn't gonna bug her. One, because I know what I want specific. I know what I want has to be created. I know what I want is gonna be original. Which she said herself. She was like, I'm gonna have to draw this myself. That's why she asked for a certain amount of deposit, because she was gonna have to draw it from scratch and something, you know. She explained herself. That's what I'm saying. In the beginning, we were all good. She was communicating. She was explaining herself. And it's just like, as the day got closer, less communication, less professionalism. And that's where she really lost me. It really wasn't what she had going on. Because fucking life happens. And I get that. But it's just like, I don't want to deal with somebody like that. Because
that
it's just
isn't
like,
being communicative at all.
Because I want to know what I'm getting tattooed.
Exactly. Like, that's on my body for the rest of my life.
Yeah. So, like, it would be different if I would have, like you said, some people don't show it because they don't want you to, if I wouldn't have paid anything.
Yeah.
And I kept communicating with you. And then I actually communicated with her a week before, and then she confused me with another customer, which is fine, I guess. I don't know. Now that I think about it, she was like, hey, love, where can we actually reschedule an appointment for another day, because something, she told me what was going on. I'm not gonna put business out there. Some shit was going on, and I was just like, oh, I was like, well, I don't know, because I asked for this day off like a month ahead for this specific reason, because I can't just change my schedule, especially where I work. Getting the Saturday off is kind of hard. They don't want to give us Saturdays, Yeah. So I did express that, and I'm like, it will be kind of difficult for me. I was like, I won't be able to probably get into this, for me to get a tattoo probably until November. But then she was like, oh, never mind. I thought it was this Saturday, not on the 12th. And I was just like, no, it's on the 12th. And so I was like, so are we still good on this? She was like, yeah. So the thing is, like, she kept confirming over and over
that you were good,
that we were good, and that I was able to see the tattoo and nothing. So I just, that same day that I canceled with her, I just booked with Jonathan. He's the one that did my aliens tattoo, and my consult is tomorrow. And I'm actually very excited.
Yeah, that's exciting.
So,
are you gonna get it? Are you just getting the consultation done? Or are you gonna?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do the consult, because I and just pretty much go over exactly how, I'm gonna do it in person.
Oh, okay.
So he can see, I guess, so he can see how big I want it on my leg. And it's pretty cool. Like, his website, like, it made me take a picture of the body part that I wanted, that I'm gonna get it tattooed, and then I went online to kind of get pictures of Hades, the Disney version of kind of what I like of the blue and the red version. So I'm pretty excited. I do that tomorrow.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can give you like a rough drawing of what it's gonna look like, and then from there, like, because it'll be in person.
Yeah.
So like maybe he'll be more comfortable.
Yeah, I feel more. And then like I mentioned, I've had tattoos by him before, so I know that I'm not gonna go through this. Yeah. And no shade to the girl, her work is still really good. Yeah. Probably later down the line, I'll give her another chance with a smaller tattoo. Right. When her life is just a little bit better under her control. Yeah. Like, that's no shade to her. Her work is really great. Yeah. It's just, she just wasn't for me.
Yeah. Not the right time.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. So I'm excited. So that's one news that I got today. So that actually kind of turned my day around a little bit.
That's what's up.
Like, yeah, I was pretty late.
Hell yeah. And then you have off tomorrow, so you're like chilling all day.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna do some things after that with Jonathan. We're gonna go support some kids, play their games.
Yeah. We support the children.
But low key, like, fuck them kids. Yeah. But yeah.
They're like other kids.
Yeah. Okay. Well, with that being said,
hell yeah, let's
talking
get into
about kids. Okay.
Give me another fucking cheese, man. Let me get fucking comfy.
Okay.
I'm such a cheeseman person.
Okay, welcome to our cheeseman.
Cheeseman sesh.
I went to go get my nails done. I went to go get my toes done on a Sunday after a good drunk night on a Saturday.
As you should.
I went and I got drunk here at my house, and then I went and got drunk with my mother-in-law. And I came back home. I showered and passed out. Woke up. Straight to my toe appointment.
Oh, okay. I was like, we continue to party. Hell yeah.
No, bitch. I barely woke up in time for my nail appointment.
Oh, okay. That kind of morning. Got it. So she was in there hungover. She's like, don't speak to me right now.
Yeah, I got in there and I was like, JD, you got some water, bitch? Because dry right now.
I'm like dehydrated.
Yeah.
Crisp. As you're speaking, they're like chapping and shit.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's literally what it was. I had a great fun though. I had a great night. Yeah. But anyways, I get in there with Janie and we're doing my toes. And whenever it was a soak off, she was cleaning my toes. And then we got a new nail polish and whatnot. And as we were talking, we like to chit chat. And we were talking about someone that we both kind of know briefly. It's more like we know of. At least me personally, I didn't get to meet her that well.
Right.
I don't know how level of Janie met this girl.
Right.
But we both know of her. Let me put it that way. I had made a post about Jonathan going out, and it's funny. If you know me personally, you know that Jonathan and I do separate things together. He goes out with his friends. I go out with my bitches. And we go out together. And it is what it is,
Right.
Well, I made a status about how I didn't want him going out and blah, blah, blah. But it's a joke. Because if you go to my status, all my friends are just bullshitting with me. Like, one of them was just like, oh, just drug him. The other one was like, knock him out. The other one was like, send me your Addy. I'll help you duct tape him to a chair. And I said, period.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a joke. You know, like, I don't give a fuck. Please leave me alone. No.
Yeah. It's like, ¿a qué horas te vas?
No, for real. When you gonna hang out with your friends? Because you act like you live here. No.
Like, you need a boys' night so I can finally be myself.
Not for real. And for whatever reason, this person decided to lecture me about how I need to let him be his own person because there's gonna be issues in my relationship. So I was just like, okay, who are you? You don't even go here, bitch.
Yeah, for real.
First of all. Like,
for real, with the whole hoodie out and everything.
Yeah.
She doesn't even go here. Yeah. I was picturing it.
So anyways, so me and Janie are talking, like, I'm telling her about it, right? And she was like, who are you talking about? So then I tell her, right? And she was like, no, I had a blocker. And I'm like, wlike, give
me more.
Yeah, I was like, hold on.
Let's rewind. What about you?
Right. I was like, why do I need a blocker? Hold on. No.
You're like, she's blocked, but why?
Right. On my process, I'm blocking her, but tell me why.
Like, we're still gonna do it.
So, the next thing that she told me, I don't really know how I feel about it because it's like, I don't know, but I don't think I want to live in a world where I will understand her decision.
Okay.
She married a pedophile. He went to jail because he sexually assaulted a 3-year-old.
Oh, shit. Like, actually assaulted them.
That's the thing. I don't know if he just, like, touched her. I don't know if he penetrated her. I don't know if he fingered her.
But regardless, there was an assault done towards her. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Like, I don't... Apparently, you can look it up. I haven't looked it up.
I wouldn't want to. That's too much.
Yeah. So, like, I was just like, you are allowed to marry anybody that you want to. Me, personally, I just don't know if I can marry a pedophile.
Well, did she know beforehand?
Yeah.
So she knew his story.
If I'm not mistaken, they started talking when he was in jail.
Oh. Okay, because that's different. Like, if you meet someone on the outside.
Yeah. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he, like, when I went back to really thinking, because, like, whenever, like, after I had this conversation with Janie, I was like, hold the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, from what I remember from social media, and this is the thing, this is just social media, because I don't talk to the girl. Right. You know what I'm saying? she's always talked about how he struggles to get a job because of his record.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, who am I to automatically think that he
Pedophile.
sexually assaulted somebody?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It could be easily from drugs or killing someone or just,
Felony,
other stuff.
theft, whatever.
Yeah, just other stuff.
Right.
But she's always said that. Like, she's always made status and asking people to help her try to get a job because of his felonies and whatnot. And I never really asked. One, because I don't really care. It's none of my business. Two, it's just somebody that I have on fucking social media. It's
Right.
not a fucking friend.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Not helping everybody.
It would be different if it was like for you, like, and you're like posted on social media, and because I know Ray and I know you, I'm be like, oh well, what kind of finale does he have? Depending on the type of job, because it depends.
Yeah,
what
like
it is.
some jobs still accept certain things.
Yeah, but with her, because it's just a social media
person
friend, I'm not to be fucked up, but I don't see why I need to offer my help.
Right.
But anyways, so it's just like, so you marry the dude, and then you give him kids.
That's wild. Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
that's wild. So she gives kids.
They have one kid already.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's just like, I don't think I can do that. Like, I don't think, me putting myself in her shoes, but in my current relationship, I don't think I will be able to marry Jonathan. And I don't think I will be able to give him kids. Because it's coming from somebody that was sexually assaulted as a kid, I don't think I can have that trust on a pedophile.
You can never have that trust.
I will not be able to give you kids. And God forbid my first kid is a girl. Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
No. I feel like I will end up murdering him before, just because I lose my mind. I'm not gonna be able to trust you around your own fucking kid. And you know what's crazy? The explanation that was given was he thought that he was dreaming because he was high on some drug. I don't know what drug. But my thing is, I don't give a fuck what type of drug you on. Why is a grown-ass adult even dreaming about anything sexually with a fucking 3-year-old?
A child.
I don't give a fuck if you're on heroin, and on meth, on ice, if you're drunk, acid. Nobody in their right fucking mind would looks at a 3-year-old and get horny.
That part.
And you're going to sit here and defend your man? That's crazy.
A person would always defend their man regardless of the situation, because they're always going to be like, you don't know him like I do. He's not like that anymore. People will always make excuses.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's what they are. They're excuses.
Mm-hmm.
Like, facts. And you're choosing to turn a blind eye to something that could potentially happen. That's harmful.
Yeah.
That's harmful for your relationship in general. That you don't have that trust. You can't communicate that to them. Because you can't. Like, you can't bring that conversation up to someone. They're going to be like, bro, that was years ago. Like, I'm a new person, whatever. Narcissist.
Before you even say anything, oh, he's clean. No. I will never trust you.
It doesn't matter if you're clean now.
Yeah.
Like, you decided to make a decision that is now forever going to haunt you for the rest of your life. People make decisions like that all the time.
Yeah.
It happens. Yours is just more severe.
Yeah.
Yours is more severe, and it's not just hurting yourself.
Yeah.
It's now you're hurting innocent people.
Yeah.
Pure children. It doesn't matter if kids have a hard time. They're still children.
Yeah.
Like, that's the part that people don't think. Like, you can't...
You stole her innocence.
Like, that
you
is
stole her childhood.
Like, that's a thing that they're going to be thinking about. Like, yeah, because they're a child, you think that they won't remember? Mm-hmm. Like, that's crazy.
And, like, not even that. Okay, let's just say that they don't remember. Mm-hmm. But it happened. You went to prison for it. You don't think a family member is going to tell her when she gets older? Mm-hmm. You don't think she's going to not make fun of, but talked about? Like, you don't think that family can sometimes be that petty and be like, oh, that's why you got touched. Or that's why you know what I'm saying? Like,
I hope not. I hope not. I hope no one's that fucking petty, because that is crazy.
Yeah. But there is, there is people like that.
I was like, they told her?
No.
I was like, no.
Well, this wasn't like, I think I don't know how old. Now I'm gonna have to do like the research.
That's what I'm saying.
See how old she is now. But like there is people like that. Like whenever I started telling people that I was like molested, two of the important people that I feel like should have protected me told me that I was lying.
Yeah.
So if there's people like that, I'm pretty sure that there's people that will look at a victim and be like, "Oh, you did it."
Well, it's because they're turning the blind eye. They're choosing to ignore your cries for help to go ahead and be at peace with the situation that they're currently in.
And that's crazy. Like that's crazy. Like would you? No. Like would you if you're talking to a guy and then the moment they tell you I went to jail and then they told you why they went to jail, or not even, you Googled them on why they went to jail, and they see, or you see that they went to jail because they were wrong, they did inappropriate things to a child.
I don't think I could date a person like that. I definitely wouldn't give them children. That part. Like, I wouldn't go ahead and, if it's temptation, like, I'm not putting my own child at risk for that.
I wouldn't be able to bring you around my kids, my nieces and nephews. No, I wouldn't trust you around my friends' kids. No.
Like you wouldn't be allowed to come to anything.
Yeah.
And so why would I restrict myself from making you feel like shit?
You can't even come around holidays. You can't even come, like you can't even come out for Halloween.
Like there's things
how
that
disgusting you are.
That part. But there's like a lot of things that you can't get involved in anymore because you have this person with you. If you choose to have this person in your life because you care about them, they turned another leaf whatsoever, whatever excuse you want to give them, that's fine. That's you. But that's you. Like you as a person, as a woman, whatever, you want to go ahead and have that relationship, that's perfectly fine because you're able to. You know, you're able to make your own decisions. But don't force that, because that's now being forced onto a child because you want to have that person there. That's not okay. You should always be trying to see what's the issue, go ahead and communicate with your child, because at the end of the day, that child is a part of you. You carried them around.
And I wonder that it will cross her mind as she's looking at her child. As she's looking at her child and her husband play. Because the bitch married a man. Like legally married him. She proudly puts his last name on everything. And I was like, baby, I would have crawled under the rock. If I was forced to marry somebody like that, I would just disappear.
Yeah.
I would never. I would be like, take my uterus out.
Because it's the safety now for that child that's going to be created.
I don't even think I could be sexually with you. Like, I feel like I will be thinking about too much. About no. Like, I just, yeah. I feel disgusted because it's like you had sex with him because you have a kid.
Yeah, you had a kid with him.
Yeah.
So you can't say crazy. You don't do that.
Yeah.
No.
So dude. It's just like it's not talking shit to her. It's just a situation that just blew my fucking mind.
People do that.
I guess I never really thought about what happens to pedophiles if they get married, if they have kids. Like I guess I just never life. I guess I never really thought about it because sadly the people, the men that touched me, like weren't like, okay, like one of them had teenager kids, but he was single. You know, like he wasn't married, he didn't have any daughters, it was just all men. The second one had a daughter and had a wife. You know what I'm saying? But like I never met one out of prison. I never met or heard someone afterwards because the men that touched me didn't get convicted. Mine didn't go to jail. Mine are still free.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a little different, but it's the same. And it's just like you are giving him a second chance. And it's like I get it. Like some people, like everybody deserves a second chance, blah blah blah. But like I don't think everybody deserves a second chance.
Yeah, it's more of like what you're able to go ahead and withstand, and like you said, you have a different experience. Like you have more of a
I've been on the same side that little girl has been.
Exactly. Like you have a different story.
Yeah.
So it's completely understandable for you to see it in that point of view.
Yeah.
I see it in that point of view too.
Yeah,
like I don't think I could.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to talk to you about it, because it's just like somebody that hopefully I hope that was never sexually assaulted. How will you feel about something like that? You know, that
I wouldn't be okay with it. Like,
yeah.
like I get it. Like I said, I understand. Like you giving them a second chance. But again, that's you.
Yeah.
You really shouldn't do that to a child because you're not with them 24/7. And just because you think that, oh, you know, that's his child, he wouldn't. They would.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch of people that would.
Mm-hmm.
There's documentaries on parents that would go ahead and kidnap their own kids.
Anyways, yes, bitch. That was my big shit right there. I was just like, bro, like I don't know.
I couldn't.
Yeah. Like I also removed her off my social media because it's just like it's too much. Like
that's crazy though. How is she gonna go ahead and input on your relationship on what's healthy?
Yeah. She literally said that if I don't let him out and make him come from home to work, that's gonna cause issues in my relationship. First of all,
where's your man going after work?
Period.
Because like, bitch, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck are you letting your man go to go ahead and have fun? Fucking daycare? The fuck are you doing? Excuse me. No. No. Like you got me fucked up. Like how are you gonna say that's healthy for him to go ahead and just have his time outside? Yeah, bitch, you're not seeing what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah.
Like that part, that's crazy. No. No, I understand that there's healthy boundaries of like, you know, your partner doing their own thing, you doing your own thing, y'all doing things together, but separate, but together. You know, that's completely understandable. But no.
Yeah.
No, you can't have trust on that.
Yeah,
no.
That's what I'm saying. Like at first, whenever she commented, I was just like, bitch, you don't know my relationship. Everybody knows. Jonathan fucking loves being inside. His outside is inside in his fucking game room playing his video games.
Yeah.
Con que no le moleste and I stay feeding his ass, he's happy.
That part.
Okay? Mm-hmm. He gets the same happiness of playing video games on his computer with his friends.
You almost said grandkids.
Hell yeah.
You playing with them little kids.
He gets the same enjoyment as I get enjoyment when I go out dancing with my girls.
Yeah.
So it's
everybody has their own
we're
thing.
doing the same thing. The only difference is like he likes to be inside. Being outside overstimulates him. Being outside can be too much.
Right.
You know, so it's like I need to be out to recharge my battery. Right. He needs to be inside to charge his battery. Mm-hmm. So it's like, who are you to talk about my relationship? Like, and then the thing is like, it's Facebook. You posted it on Facebook. Yeah, I know that. Right. But if just how you're looking at my status and you look at the comments and how we were all bullshitting around, I don't need you to be Dr. Phil.
That part.
Because I didn't ask for any advice. Like,
focus on your own shit.
Yeah.
That part.
Make sure your man is being okay.
Yeah. Like, go ahead and focus on his every move at this point because, like, don't be focusing on what I'm doing. Yeah. How about you focus on what your kid's doing right now? Because where's he at?
And then she'll get mad whenever he doesn't get hired in really good jobs. Well, bitch.
Like, how do you expect?
How do you think these other men are going to react when they find out that they have another man working with them that touches little girls when they have little girls?
That part.
Do you really think they're not gonna beat him up? Do you really think they're not gonna do anything to him?
Like they don't even have to beat him up, but he'll get isolated.
That's what I'm saying. That's the thing. Like they're gonna make him uncomfortable. They're not gonna make his life easy. So obviously they're not gonna hire him. They're not gonna make their man uncomfortable because of him.
Yeah,
like
that's understandable.
Everybody is replaceable.
Yes, that part. Everybody is replaceable, and that's sad though because some people really do put in like the work and shit and stuff to go ahead and like prove themselves just for them to be like, nah, you asking for a little bit too much right now. Yeah, everybody's replaceable. Yeah, but just like how everybody's replaceable, like you was not going to be at the top of the list. No, not with that record. I mean, it's just what it is. Yeah, and for good reasons. I mean, I'm sorry, but they don't want to go ahead and have someone with that type of record working at McDonald's. Yeah. Go ahead and cleaning up that kid pens. Place. Exactly. Like, you got to really think about it, bro. Like, you can't be get into like facilities.
Yeah.
Get in something where you won't be interacting with
where
other people.
sometimes you use the restroom as customers, where young kids go into there, and it's like, all bullshit aside, you got caught with one. In reality, how many did you touch? And was it just little girls or was it little boys too? What really did you like? See, my mind just keeps going. And it's just like, I know. Like, how do you sleep next to that man knowing what he did?
That part.
Like, it's
like everybody crazy. Has their own past, but like sometimes you can't look past them. I mean, to her, she just doesn't care, or she's choosing to turn a blind eye. There could be more stuff going on in her home that she's just trying to ignore, and that's why she's still there. Some people are trapped. Like, honestly, they made a mistake and now they're stuck in it. But you don't continue to bring someone else into that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're stuck in a situation, I'm sorry, honey, but you got to find your way out, and you know ways out.
Yeah.
It's always that part.
And then I try to put myself in her family situations. When he comes around for family gatherings, I'm like, how would I feel if one of my family members married someone like that? Like, would I feel okay being around them? Would I feel okay with them being over for Christmas dinner and being in the same room as my kids? Like, I don't know. Like, I should, yeah.
I would just be very distant because, at the end of the day, that's not who I'm bringing home. That's not who I'm socializing with at all times. Even though I like my sister or my brother, I love them both dearly, and whoever they choose to be with, hopefully isn't in it.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's someone that's good, but like
my kids my kids won't conversate with you.
Yeah,
though.
But my kids will not be around for Thanksgiving events. You won't be invited.
That's so and so's little friend.
Yeah. I'm like, that's her husband, but we don't talk to him that much. We don't go anywhere with him. Like, we put in restrictions. We put limits. There's boundaries. And as my sibling, I would hope, or like any family member, I would hope you understand that, like, there's going to be barriers because of the decisions you made. I still love you and I respect you.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I have to respect the people you're around with.
Mm-hmm.
It's always that.
Honestly. Mm-hmm. Different situations. But yeah, like it's. I feel like I will be the same way as what you were saying.
Yeah.
Like, if my sister were to be with someone like that, like, I feel like no. Oh no.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I would just be like, that's crazy. Keeping up more attention to like what the kids are doing. What are they up to? Who are you talking to? Like, are you feeling comfortable? Is there anything that you would want to share that I'm going to give you a safe place outside of your home where it should be a safe place. So you have options.
Mm-hmm.
Because your home doesn't necessarily mean it's a safe place.
Mm-hmm.
Not all the time.
Yeah. And that also makes me wonder, has he tried to like attack her?
I hope not.
You know what I mean?
Because that's a painful thing.
Some women stick around with that.
It's not that. Well, some women do stick around with it.
Yeah.
But other people, like I said, they're trapped.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, well, I used the one word. Some people, like, knowing her situation, she really has nowhere to go.
Right.
So if this man is doing her dirty, she is stuck, and that fucking sucks. You know what I mean?
But you can still find a way out. No, but see, that's the thing that irks me really much. To this day,
people feel like they don't have anywhere to go.
It's not the fact that they feel that they don't have a way out, because I understand that feeling. I was in a relationship where I was trapped and I couldn't leave. Like, it doesn't matter if I was like to leave the place that I was at, if I was to change my car or anything. Like, there was things that were tied down to me by my name that would legally fuck me over constantly.
Yeah,
as long as I was there. So I understand in that point of like being actually trapped. But the thing is, you got to find your ways out. Like, you got to be thinking 10 steps ahead, because these people do. They're always going to try to find ways to go ahead and keep you there. So there's ways out. There's a bunch of resources. You can look them up. They're free. They help you out.
No, yeah.
And you're still out of fear. I understand that fear, but now it's not just you getting hurt.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I don't understand. Like, women that go ahead and let their kids be physically hurt. Like, as I understand you're getting beaten at too, but now you're witnessing your child also getting abused.
Yeah.
Like, you can't think that's okay.
As a woman, some of us can't really take a hit of a man in general. Men's hit, like, I'm not saying women can't take a hit. I'm not saying women can't throw a punch, because I know that I can. I can put some weight on my punches.
Right.
Besides the fact that I'm big, I know how to throw a punch when I'm standing in a good position. You know, it's all about your posture.
Yeah.
Men already have that. Men are already wide. They're already broad. They're already built to look over a woman. So if you as a woman, as an adult grown woman, can take a slap or a punch from your partner, what makes you think that
a smaller version
of
you,
that your daughter can?
And you're teaching them that that's okay.
Yeah.
That's the thing that hurts, is the fact that you're showing them that, oh, it's okay, daddy's just sad. Oh, he's just hungry. He didn't have a good day at work. Why is that my problem? Like, that should not be your problem. If you're mad, take it out outside.
Yeah.
If you're frustrated, don't talk to me until you get that out. Because it's not my fault.
Yeah.
It's not my fault at all that you had a shitty ass day, your boss got mad at you, that you fucking got a flat tire. It's not my problem. You leave that energy outside. I will help you find a solution. You don't come in here and beat my ass for it.
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go ahead and accept that. And if I do, I'm not going to let my child accept it.
It even sucks more when the mom's getting beat up. Because I've been there. I watched my mom get beat up. And I walk into the room and he's hitting my mom. Correction. He was choking my mom when I walked into the kitchen. And when I hopped on him to try to get him off, like, he just turned around and, like, started beating on me.
Right.
And my mom really couldn't, like, do anything because, shit, she was trying to catch her air back. She was, like, trying to get her conscience back and shit because the motherfucker was about to pass out already, you know? Like, my mom was, like, she was
on the verge of death.
Yeah. So, like, for you to put your kids through that and not leave, it's crazy.
That part.
Because that same person shot our house. And we still stayed.
That's,
I think this is why when Janie told me this, that's why I took it so fucking personal.
Yeah, because you have back experience with it.
What? Like, how can you stay?
You can't. And you shouldn't. You really shouldn't. Like, there's way you can, obviously, because you have your own way. But you really shouldn't.
Why do you?
You deserve so much better. Like, you are created. You are a person in this universe. That doesn't mean you have to have the shitty story about it.
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah.
Because thankfully, my mom and my dad were not like that.
And I'm glad.
They were not physical. They had their arguments, of course. Everybody does.
Right.
Obviously. But they would take that to the room. They would be like, look.
More private.
We're having arguments.
Yeah.
My mom would even come in afterwards and tell me and my sister, like, what was up. Like, you know what? I know you heard some yelling. I want you to understand that, like, me and your father, we were having some misunderstandings, not communicating right or something. Lo que sea. Una excuse, but whatever. But she's making sure we see a healthy version of it.
Yeah.
Because, like, look, what they could be yelling about, I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't. To this day, I don't remember. But I do remember my mom just telling me.
It wasn't traumatizing.
Yeah.
But it was a learning experience.
It was more of, like, she knew to distance it because she knew it wasn't okay. And there was a time where she went ahead and my dad, he let his brother stay with us. And my tío, he is an abuser. He went ahead and he would hit my tía and he would, like, go ahead and hit my nephews y todo. And, like, my mom was like, no. If my kids don't witness that from us, why would you think it's okay for them to witness that from y'all? You got to leave. And they had to. Because, like, the only thing we did see was the fact that my tío was playing with my sobrina. And she ended up getting, like, a giant cut from the back of her neck because she hit the fan.
Oh, shit.
How the fuck? Like, as a kid, I was just like, damn, that's crazy. You threw her up. She hit her head.
Yeah.
Like, damn, you didn't notice the fan? That's wild.
Yeah.
Now, as an adult, you think about it, you're like, what the fuck did you do to that kid?
Yeah.
Like, no. So my mom that was the line. She was like, we're not doing that here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you guys take your arguments outside, and that's already like too much.
Yeah.
Because now you got neighbors getting called, like the cops are being brought over.
Yeah.
They're like, who the fuck is outside yelling? We're like, no one.
Yeah.
Like, that's weird. Let's go stuff or some shit. I'll be like, I'm like, I don't know,
yeah.
bro.
But like, I had a tia like that también, where my uncle used to beat her all the time. And my mom will always take her in. There was a couple of times where he would just leave her on the side of the road and we would go pick her up with the kids, like in the car seats and shit. Yeah.
Are you crazy?
Yeah. Pero my tia always went back. Always went back. Always. Until one time se hartó and she hit him with the fry pan.
Yeah.
And I said, period, bitch.
Y luego ya después ya paró el pleito or what?
Well, no, yeah, now she has her own house and her cars and shit, and her kids are good. I don't talk to that anymore because that got me fucked up.
Yeah.
But she had a fucked up time también. And like, that's the thing that sucks. You know, like,
don't put up with it.
Yeah,
like, you really don't.
Like, stop doing that to your kids.
Like you're just making it worse. Like, you're just letting them experience more worse shit the longer you let it happen, because it's not going to change. La gente que ya están like old like that, they're not going to change their mentality. Whether it's they're stubborn, whether they have a way of thinking, whether they think that's all right. Like, gente así, like they've spent time, years thinking. Maybe they see it growing up and they're like, well, my dad used to hit my mom, so what the fuck is the problem? You don't hear that fucking statement and think that's okay? Like, they really don't think about it like it's an issue because they grew up seeing it.
You're letting these boys think it's okay to hit their partner. You're letting these girls think it's okay to get hit.
And it's the same vice versa. Like, mujeres también that are like hitting these men. That's not okay. Yeah. Like, bitch, just because you're small and you're like, oh, it doesn't matter, I'm tinier. That's still true. Disrespectful.
That is very, very true, because me growing up watching women get beat, my mom, my tias, just other family members, made me really, really state that I'll be damned if a man will hit me. So I had my mindset de que yo voy a aventar el primer putazo before I get hit.
Exactly.
Like, by the time you flinch, my fist is gonna be touching your face,
and that's not okay either.
And because I grew up watching women get hit, like,
exactly.
You're not gonna mop the floor with me.
Exactly. Like no. You think that if you don't get that spectrum of like, okay, it's okay for women to be getting hit, like they're just upset, they had a rough time. You're going to have the other mindset of like, well, now I'm going to go ahead and beat on these men because like, how dare they think they're going to go ahead and throw the first punch on me? Like, I'm going to go ahead and hurt you before you hurt me. That is also not okay. Like, if you are in a relationship, if you're choosing to marry this person, if you are choosing to have children with this person, like, you are choosing to create a bond, a safe place, because you love them, because you want to show them everything you have. You want to give them the most respect. You're trying to give them everything pure that you have. That should be the mentality. Not because, oh, they got money, they can go ahead and buy me my stuff. Oh, you know what? Like, they're going to go ahead and die soon. So sugar daddy all the way. Like, bitch, no. No, that stuff is not okay either. Like, you should be in it because you care about the person and because they care about you. Why the fuck would I want to be with someone that doesn't give a shit about me and is gonna beat my ass up because they mad? Excuse me? No, I don't want to be with someone that will go ahead and be like taking punches just because I'm upset too. That's not okay either. Communicate to me. Go ahead and understand. Let's grow together, because that's how it should be. No, fuck that. I still have a tío that be beating on one of my tías. She don't care. Because she was perfectly in Mexico. Like, she was in Mexico chilling over there. She had her daughter. They were like living the best life. He was just sending money over. Then she came over here. And I was like,
she got worse.
She got worse. But she knew that from the very beginning. So if you were good over there,
¿Para qué te vienes?
¿Para qué te vienes, mija?
Es como el dicho, te gusta la mala vida.
Yeah, that part. I was like, girl, because you was doing fine. And then, like, they got into it at a family party. That, like, they went into the room and you could hear it. Like, it was just bad. That, like, My tia went in there. She was like, what the fuck? Like trying to separate it and stuff. And then she was like, it's fine. We're about to leave and everything. And I was like, bro, we're giving you a way out right now. You going to take it or not? No, we're leaving. Okay. Like everybody just stood back because at that point, we're trying to help you.
What can you really do?
We're trying to help you and you don't want to take it.
Yeah.
You can't help someone that don't want help.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
It's como this. You can lead the horse to the water, but you can't force the horse to drink it.
That part.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. There's so many ways out. You think they're only in English? Bitch, they're in Spanish. Google it. There's ways to help you out. Francés and Chino, lo que quieras.
Because obviously you're not understanding what the fuck's coming out of my mouth.
Exactly. I'm like, I said it in 2 languages. You want me to bring out my sign language?
Not for reals.
She gonna flinch, bro. No, I better stop.
Okay. Well, that just tripped me out. Like, I've honestly been thinking about it, and I just been thinking about how if I was in that situation, what would I do? You know what I mean? But it's just like it's
get out of there.
Yeah,
what the fuck are you doing?
It's crazy. I just can't. I don't want to live in a world where I can understand her thought process.
It's just the fact that she just continued. Like te digo, it's one thing when it's just by yourself, but once you're including a different person in there, you're supposed to care and protect for. Nah, that's crazy. I wouldn't. I couldn't.
Who knows? But I think that, well, now that I hope he truly changed and he's not doing that. Like, that's the best thing that I can hope for, because what am I going to do? Force her to divorce him?
That part.
Force him to not let him be around their child's life? You know what I mean? Like, las decisiones ya le hicieron. Las cosas ya se hicieron. Kids are already here. Like, I just hope and pray that he actually did change.
Yeah.
And being in prison did help him be better. Like, that's all I hope.
Being in prison, you getting your ass whooped. So I would hope so. Una chinguisa. Sometimes that's all people need.
Yes. And not trying to be funny, because it's not a funny matter.
It's a little funny.
But like, I'm surprised he even made it.
Yeah, some people don't make it out.
A lot of pedos don't make it. Not even like a week. So it's like,
it's more being discreet about it. Like, you can't let people know what you're in for and shit like that to go ahead and survive. Because people don't play with that.
Yeah.
People don't play with that with like any type of murders. It's not okay. Like, in general.
Kids is different.
Yeah, especially kids.
Kids are different.
No.
Those are things that you're
in general,
not
like everybody.
to do.
Like, they don't fuck with that. Like, that's not okay. Like, just because you have the ability, that doesn't mean you should.
Yeah.
Like, just because you could get away with it, that doesn't mean you will. Like, bro, like, that's still not all right. Like, you're not okay in the head for thinking that it's okay, that you're either not going to get caught or that it doesn't matter. Like, you went ahead and affected someone else's life because of your own pleasures. Que digas.
Yeah.
Like, that's not okay. Bitch, watch porn. Like,
not
that.
For real.
Like, people act. Like, and it's out of, like, everybody's consent. So you don't have to go ahead and get in that situation.
Adult porn.
Yes, adult porn. Yes, yes, adults.
Illegal one. No, legal one.
Illegal.
Hold on. Scratch that. Beep. No.
They said black porn.
No. Legal kind, please. God damn it. Because it's crazy. Like, it's so crazy.
Like, there's so much other things you could be doing. Why waste your time? Like, going ahead and affecting someone's life like that. Like, bro, you're not okay in the head.
Yeah.
And it's okay to not be okay in the head, but see a fucking psych.
Yeah.
Because for you to go ahead and have those thoughts.
That part.
Bro, like, you know that you're like, esta gente, they'll be like, I don't even know what to think that. Okay, if you know that that's a fucking problem, go fucking get it fixed.
Yeah.
Like,
low key.
Bro, what the fuck are you doing?
No, just at me next time.
Yeah, no. Go to therapy.
Therapy. Yes.
Like,
man, I need to go back to therapy. Hell.
When's your lady coming back?
It was supposed to be this Tuesday. But she ended up getting an infection. Well, I think she ended up getting an infection. You know, she has lupus. So having that surgery and having that risk, like, that's very, like, we need to take care of this. So I get it. So she has for another 2 weeks. So not tomorrow, obviously not tomorrow. Probably the next or the next. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I do have some things that I gotta talk to her about.
For her.
So
Healthy.
yeah, I got some questions about myself. But it helps. Therapy
Yeah.
helps. And if I feel like sometimes we think about shit that we shouldn't because of the trauma that we've been through, or we do certain things because of the trauma that we've been to, it's known for people who sexually assault other people because they were sexually assaulted. But I didn't.
It's
I don't.
making justifications.
Yeah,
It's like making
work,
excuses.
pray. Like what? Not everybody prays, right? Not everybody has religion. Work, do the work.
Yeah,
do it for yourself. Because just because you got hurt doesn't mean that you have to hurt others.
and it doesn't mean that like that you are hurting others, but there's something that has been affected for you that is not okay. That wasn't supposed to happen. That even though you might think like, oh, you know, whatever, like you're not supposed to think whatever about it. Like you're not supposed to just brush it off like it's not a big deal. Like it is a big deal. Like you should know that as a person, you have rights, and you have rights to say no. You have rights to go and say I don't like that. Like you have rights to just go ahead and be like, you know what, I don't want to eat this fucking asparagus shit. Like, bro, don't give me the fucking veggies.
Yeah.
Like, no, like you have rights to say no, and you should just go ahead and put work on like why.
Yeah.
Like go ahead and focus on like what happened to go ahead and move on and grow.
Yeah.
Because it's not something that's just gonna, all right, I went to therapy. Yeah, look at paso, I'm okay. There's still process. There's still so much stuff that you could go ahead and be just limiting yourself because of something that you don't even know that is holding you back.
Yeah. That's the crazy thing. There's a lot of hotlines and websites that you can call for help like that. Whether you're being physically, mentally, sexually abused, there's a lot of things out there that you can reach out.
And a bunch of therapy now you can go ahead and reach out without having insurance. And they're making it so much affordable for people. Because they're understanding that, like, you know what, this world is not the same as it was, and mental health should be taken more seriously.
And it comes in a lot of different forms. Like if you don't want to physically meet up with someone, you can do it virtually, like on the computer. You can do it over the phone,
so you don't have to see them.
And a lot of places do it free over the phone, you know. And it's sometimes all you need to is just have somebody to listen to you. And it's just like a lot of people say, "How am I gonna tell this person that doesn't know me my whole life?" That's better.
That's better, yeah.
Because are you telling me that it's easier to talk to your mom? Are you telling me that it's easier to talk to your dad?
Like, yeah, they could understand you a little bit more because they're like, okay, well, I know so and so, but they're gonna have a different opinion as well. Like no one's gonna be on your side like that.
Yeah, and then realistically, I feel like there is certain things that you can't talk to your parents about.
Yeah, there's some things that you can't even trust your best friend with.
Yeah,
like they're like some things you just
shit you can't even trust yourself with.
That part. That's why you gotta go tell someone else.
Yeah, a stranger.
Yeah,
that not doesn't care about you, but doesn't know anything about you.
And that they have the skills to go ahead and see it.
Professionalism.
Yes, the professional skills. It's not, you just can't run to your friend who has like, they've been through shit and they're like, okay, well, they can relate. Bitch, like, who said that they made the right decision?
And also, like, it's not even about going to therapy and just talking about your issues. You can also go to therapy and ask for skills to help you whenever you're having anxiety. Yeah. Or whenever you feel very angry. Or whenever you're feeling like you're going through an emotional breakdown, therapists can help you with skills and routines and sounds and music and smells and books and that can help you. So it's like therapy is more than just going and sitting and chismeando and letting a stranger judge you.
That part.
Because it's not about that. Nobody's judging you. Nobody judges us harder than ourselves.
That part. And that's very accurate. Did your therapist tell you?
No, I do that to myself all the time.
Oh, I was about to say, I was like, that's a useful skill if your therapist told you. You should have just said yes.
Yes. Okay, scratch that. Ask me again. No.
Te pregunto,
yes. But with that being said, you know, follow us on social media.
Yes, listen to us on everything.
Everything. If you go to a link that Jonathan created, it will show you all of our platforms that we are on. We're more than just on on Spotify and Apple Music, and we're on iHeartRadio, on Pandora.
Bro, we're on FM radio. Come on.
Don't play with me.
Don't come at us that you don't have the resources to listen to us. We free.
And we're gonna put the numbers if we're. I'm asking Jonathan first if we are able to put the number in the link for help.
For hotlines.
For hotlines, everywhere.
Yeah.
And if you need extra help, let us know. We will definitely try to figure out if we can help with like a shelter or housing or anything.
Yeah, because there's always ways.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to be struggling. You really don't. Yeah, you're your own person, and you know what? You have other people with you sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not okay for them to be seeing or witnessing any type of harm for yourself, for them, or that the other abuser is doing to themselves. Like, do you think it's okay for them to be seeing them get drunk on before 10 p.m.?
What's that
before
word?
10 a.m.?
You're enabling it? Is that what it is? Is that what the word is?
I don't know.
Like you're letting it. You're okaying it.
Yeah, like you're letting it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're saying that, like, you know what? Más a rato cambia. Bitch,
and it's gonna be too late.
Sometimes not the case.
It's too late.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they get too drunk and they go too far.
That part.
Mm-hmm. Like, so then what's gonna happen with your kids?
It's just you need to focus on what's best for you, for your family, for your people that you care about, and you know what's right. Like, you know what is good and what isn't good.
Yeah.
Even if they like, go ahead and put it in a cheeseman way, like you telling it to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Like, would you be okay sharing those details about what's going on within your life? Some things you're going to be hiding out. Why are you hiding it out?
Mm-hmm.
That's whenever you really got to think like, well, maybe things aren't as perfect as they seem.
Yeah. Well, como dicen, you don't really know what's going on behind closed doors.
Not everything's going to be explained.
Not everything is peaches and rainbows.
And it's not everybody's business. But you could find someone that go ahead and help you out with it. And they don't have to. Like some people, like if you go through a professional route, go to therapy, they can't go ahead and give that information out to nobody. So legally they can't. Yeah. So like you can go ahead and have comfort in just knowing that information too.
This is not it's a professional friendship.
Yes.
It's a friendship that you grow with a stranger that becomes your safe place because they're not there to judge you. And you know, the first therapist might not always work. Like it took me like 3-4 therapists until finally I was like, okay, everybody else, I just
wasn't it?
No.
Like, yeah, like, you have to find the person that connects with you.
Yeah, like the first time that I met with this therapist, it was crazy. Like I just let it all out. And that was very relaxing.
Yeah, that's good.
That felt very right after that first session with her.
You're like, you know what? This is the right path I should take. It's just not with you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if you need a link, make sure you follow us on Facebook or on Instagram.
Yes, we're on there.
On this episode, we will have those links.
Yes.
And continue to wash your hands because bitches are still getting pregnant from left to right.
Cooties everywhere.
Cooties are still real.
Nasty asses.
Just disgusting. Wash your ass.
For real. Con jabón, not just water.
What? I thought you said jamon. I'm like, not con ham. This bitch.
She said, pull out that fucking Thanksgiving dinner. I'm going to take a bath.
Thanksgiving is around the corner.
For real. You're going to have some ham and you better not be washing your ass with no tamales, bitch.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to beat your ass.
Do you like the dulce tamales?
You know, I'm not going to lie. I've not had them.
Oh, I've
had the ones with plátano.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you lost me on that one.
Yeah, I don't know what I ate either. They're just like, it got plátano in it. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this.
I've had the ones que los cocinan con la planta de plátano, the leaf de plátano, like the little square green ones. I've had those, but not que tienen plátano.
I don't know, bro. I don't even know what the fuck I ate.
What kind of Mexican are you?
I thought they were Salvadorian, I think.
What kind? Oh, I know somebody from El Salvador.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to ask him.
Yeah, because I don't know what the fuck I ate. They're just like, tamales, you want to try one? I'm like,
was it good?
No.
Okay. Nah.
I'm like, yeah. They definitely were not my favorite. Definitely
the
go for cheese.
Ones, I don't like the Rosita ones. The one with pasas, I don't like them.
I don't know what that is. Is that raisins?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pas. I only know from that one movie. Oh, what's it called? That really sad movie with Hervenio Reves.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
No, it's not Eugenio. Eugenio Derbez?
I
No.
think so. That one from Familia Peluche.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hoe. Oh, that. Yeah. I love him. He's funny.
He is funny.
No,
I
but-
like there's a movie where he made con the little white girl.
Yeah, that's the movie I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Then he was like, how do you say pas in English? And she's like, raisin. And he was like over here, raisin, raisin. I'm like, bitch, doesn't that mean fucking raisins? He taught me Spanish and English.
What it not included or something like
Yeah,
that.
bro, that movie's so sad. Fuck that movie.
It is, bro. I love that movie.
Fuck that movie.
Okay, now you gotta watch that movie. But did you ever listen to that song that I told you about? Because the song that you recommended to me, I did not.
I'm
So
not
did
gonna
you?
lie. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think so. I think I put it on my Spotify and I
don't even remember what song I recommended you.
I'm about to go back and look for it and be like, yeah, I did.
Yeah, once the episode airs, we're like, say.
Yeah. Go back to my pre-record and be like, actually, I did listen to it.
It's my new jam.
Yeah.
No?
I've been listening to that in the car.
But all right, guys, we'll catch you later.
All right, bye.
Bye.